But yeah, we are not having much luck with all these river crossings. There's a lot of roadhouses around. Thought I'd pull up at one and show you guys what they look like.
I'm passenger princess on the road and you're passenger princess on the water.
That works. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this episode, we are heading into my favourite area of Australia, the Cape York Peninsula. So we're going to go up to Cooktown first, which is probably about 4 hours north of Cairns. Probably driven about an hour right now. We'll just put up at this lookout. I'm here with Jasmine. She's just in front of me. And I reckon I'll get the drone up and I'll show you guys what this looks like from up top. So we've probably got about 3 more hours to get to Cooktown. We'll go around there for a little bit and then we're going to camp even further up north at a river, which is probably like an extra hour up. But I'll show you guys that when we get there. This eagle wants my drone. Anytime I get it up, he just comes swooping by. Jazz and I actually have a pretty good system going. So when we're on land, we'll take my car.
Yeah.
And then anytime we're out on the reef, obviously it's Jasmine's jet ski.
I'm passenger princess on the road and you're passenger princess on the water.
That works. That works. Jasmine lives in Cairns, so that's why she's going to be in a lot of ventures coming up, because we finally get to hang out together. And then when we get up to the campground a little bit later, it is Easter long weekend this weekend, so there's a group of people up there too. But yeah, not all of my videos will be on my own. Obviously majority are as I travel on my own, but I do have mates scattered around Australia as well. In Australia, if you go off any of like the main highways where those typical servos are, there's a lot of roadhouses around, maybe like every 80 odd Ks. And at the roadhouse, you can camp there. A lot of places do camping or overnight stays. Some of them actually have cabins as well. You can fill up fuel and it's usually the main store of the area. So yeah, like this, for example, there's a lot of stations around here and the next town, well, the next main town is probably up at Cooktown. So they put roadhouses every now and then for people around the area to get their groceries, yeah, get fuel, and then travellers like me to stop and get a snack or go to the toilet. So I thought I'd pull up at one and show you guys what they look like. Some of them are also actually on people's stations too. So it's like where they work and make their income as well. I was just speaking to the lovely lady in there who's actually just taken over this roadhouse, and she was giving me a bit of a history lesson, which I found quite fascinating. So there is so much gold up here, and there still is, and they still mine for it all up here today. And in the gold rush, there's a town maybe like 80 Ks away from here that was actually the second largest spot to find gold. So I didn't know any of that. They had a bit of a museum in there, and that was actually a really cool roadhouse to check out. The roads up here do have seasonal closures. So during the wet season, they're closed just because there's too much rain and yeah, everything's pretty flooded. And then during the dry season, you can get all the way up to the very tip of Australia, which is what we'll do eventually in a couple more months' time. But yeah, the road out to Cooktown where we're going to camp is open. So we'll head out there, but I still think it's going to be very wet. I reckon we're going to have a few river crossings to go through just because there was a cyclone that was here not long ago and yeah, they got so much rain. have arrived in Cooktown and I absolutely love checking out places that I've never gone before. When I flew the drone just then, it looked like that beach over there you can actually drive on. So I reckon we'll go over there and have a little look at that. And there's a lookout not that far from here too. So we'll just do a little bit of a tour around the town. Okay, so we've been driving around to get to this beach that's on the other side of Cooktown called Allen Beach. And there was a few river crossings to get out here, which weren't too bad. And we are 5 kilometers away from the actual beach and we have just pulled up to this. I think this one might be just a little bit deep to cross. Oh no. It's just started raining, but yeah, that body of water, there's no river or anything, it's just stagnant there. So I've just met the owners who actually own this whole area and they're building a bit of a drain pipe system. So we're gonna go and have a look at it. I'm really trusting my brake right now, but yeah, we are not having much luck with all these river crossings. And we are back in Cooktown. So the river crossings were just way too deep for us to cross. We've turned back around and the others that we were meeting at the campground have actually gone to go find a different spot about an hour and a half inland, so out to the west, at a place called Laura. But there's no service out there, so we actually don't know if they've made it out there or not. So we're gonna start driving and we'll hope for the best. So to add to things that go wrong when Jazz and I hang out together, we've started driving out towards Laura, and on maps it's saying it's going to take like 7.5 hours, and I'm pretty sure it might be because it's taken into fact like road closures and stuff. And it's about 5 o'clock now and I don't want to get there too late, and I won't want to cross any river crossings if it's dark, just in case it is really deep, and also if I got stuck I don't want to get in the water with crocodiles. So we've made the executive decision to just go camp somewhere, just us two tonight instead. But anyway, I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a realistic look at what my canopy looks like when I'm traveling. So you do usually just leave some stuff here unless I'm full driving because I have it on charge. So I got the Red Arc system, I got the Boss bags for all my personal stuff. All my electronics, or the rest of them, live in there. I've got my Predator tires and ROH wheels. And yeah, in this compartment here, I have my compressor and my tire deflator and a strap. I am currently just pulled over at a little rest stop, but I've got the Boss aluminium wheel bag, and then in the back I do actually keep a lot of stuff in here. So I've got my step, my chair, some recovery stuff and some tools. Here is my kitchen side. So I've got the Bushman's fridge, and yeah, this is a Boss tray and canopy. In this drawer I've just chucked in some extra tools. I've got some jump leads, but I actually have like a self-portable jump starter anyway. At the top, I've got the wedge tail roof rack, which holds the Ironman recovery tracks and a shovel. And then I've got the Ironman Orion rooftop tent. And the rest of the car is pretty much all Ironman. The snorkel, the bull bar, the winch, the scopes bodies, 2-inch lift, and then underneath the car, I've also got a Brown Davis long range fuel tank, underbody protection, and then I've got the floor mats and diesel fuel filter from them as well. I did just buy some new bedding because it is so hot up here. Like most days are well into the 30s, and yeah, it's just really humid, so I don't need like a thick sleeping bag. So I did just buy a blanket that I'm putting up, and I got some new pillows too, so you can make the bed with me. So we are actually going to call it a night there. It gets dark so quick up here. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will come back up to Cape York in a couple of months, and I'll probably spend a lot of time up here and actually explore everything properly when it's not as wet. So I hope you guys still like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.